Welcome to our community. It is wonderful to have you here. Today we are going to talk about a remedy that has likely been sitting in the back of medicine cabinets for generations. You might remember your grandmother talking about it, or maybe you've seen it mentioned in old medical texts. We are talking about castor oil. Now I know what you might be thinking. Castor oil? Isn't that just that thick, sticky stuff used for stomach upsets? While that is true, modern research and a deeper understanding of dermatology have revealed that this golden elixir is capable of so much more, especially for those of us navigating the changes in our bodies after 50. We're going to explore what happens to your body when you use castor oil, specifically before bed, during that crucial window of restoration when your body is already hard at work repairing cells. From soothing the joint pain that keeps you tossing and turning to hydrating skin that has become thinner over the years, we are going to look at the science behind why this simple oil is making a massive comeback in natural health circles. Before we dive in, just a gentle reminder that while I am passionate about health education, this video is for informational purposes. Always chat with your own doctor before starting a new regimen, especially if you have existing health conditions. Let's look at the top benefits of adding castor oil to your nightly routine, starting with something many of us notice in the mirror. Number 1 is improved skin health and barrier repair. As we age, our skin produces less oil, leading to that dry, crepey texture that can be so frustrating. The original claim to fame for castor oil is its high concentration of ricinoleic acid. This is a unique fatty acid that makes up about 90% of the oil. Why does this matter for you tonight? Ricinoleic acid is a humectant, meaning it draws moisture from the air into the skin, but it is also an occlusive, meaning it locks that moisture in. A 2019 study on dermatological therapies noted that ricinoleic acid has significant anti-inflammatory and analgesic properties. When you apply this before bed, you aren't just moisturizing, you are reinforcing the skin barrier. This helps reduce the appearance of fine lines and protects against the transepidermal water loss that happens while we sleep in dry, air-conditioned, or heated rooms. Number 2 is enhancing hair strength and scalp health. Many of us over 50 experience thinning hair or a scalp that feels tight and dry. While no oil is a magic wand that will grow a full head of hair overnight, castor oil creates the perfect environment for growth. The science here is about circulation. Massaging castor oil into the scalp increases blood flow to the hair follicles. Blood carries the oxygen and nutrients your follicles need to stay active. Furthermore, the omega-6 and omega-9 fatty acids in the oil nourish the hair shaft itself, reducing breakage. If your hair is breaking less, it retains length and volume better. Think of this as a nightly fertilizer for your scalp. It won't work instantly, but consistency is the key to seeing that thickness return. Number 3 is its role as a natural laxative. I want to be very specific here because this is where safety is paramount. Castor oil is FDA approved as a stimulant laxative. When ingested, it interacts with the lining of your intestines to cause muscle contractions that move things along. However, for our demographic, I rarely recommend taking this internally right before bed on a regular basis. It works fast and it can be cramping. Instead, consider the topical application we will discuss later. If you do use it for constipation, it is a short-term solution. We want to keep your electrolytes balanced, and overuse of laxatives can be dehydrating. Used wisely, however, it is a potent tool for those occasional sluggish days. Number 4 is improved sleep quality. This is one of the most interesting modern applications. The original script mentioned specific acids aiding sleep, but let's look at the physiological reason why this works. It is often not just the chemical, but what the chemical does to your comfort levels. If you are waking up due to minor aches, inflammation, or restless legs, a castor oil massage can help. The topical absorption of ricinoleic acid reduces inflammation in the tissues. Less inflammation means less cortisol, the stress hormone, spiking in the night. By massaging this into your feet or legs before bed, you are performing a calming ritual that lowers your nervous system's fight or flight response, setting the stage for a deeper, more restorative sleep. Number 5 is antimicrobial effects. Our skin is a microbiome, a landscape of bacteria and fungi. As we age, our immune response slows down, making us sometimes more susceptible to things like fungal nail infections or persistent dry patches that are actually microbial in nature. Castor oil is fantastic here because it attacks the cell membranes of certain bacteria and fungi. If you have been struggling with athlete's foot or thickened toenails, common issues that are often embarrassing to talk about, applying castor oil to your feet before socks and bed creates a hostile environment for those fungi. It is a gentle, natural way to clear up those minor infections without harsh chemicals. Number 6 is boosting immune function. This sounds like a big claim for an oil, doesn't it? But it comes down to the lymphatic system. Your lymphatic system is your body's sewage treatment plant, removing toxins and waste. Unlike your heart, which has a pump, your lymph system relies on movement and massage to flow. There is evidence suggesting that castor oil absorbs into the dermis and stimulates the smooth muscle of the lymphatic vessels. This helps mobilize stagnant lymph fluid. By applying this over your abdomen or swollen lymph nodes, you may essentially be helping your body take out the trash more efficiently while you sleep, leaving your immune system free to focus on more important tasks. Number 7 is reducing adult acne and skin congestion. We often think of acne as a teenager's problem, but hormonal fluctuations in our 50s and 60s can bring it right back. The problem is, teenage acne products are too drying for mature skin. Castor oil scores low on the comedogenic scale, meaning it is unlikely to clog pores despite being an oil. Because it is antimicrobial, it fights the acne-causing bacteria, but because it is an oil, it doesn't strip your skin of necessary lipids. It helps balance your skin's natural oils, calming down those hormonal breakouts gently. Number 8 is accelerating wound healing. Have you noticed that cuts and scrapes take a little longer to heal than they used to? That is a normal part of aging. Castor oil can help speed this up. Research has shown that castor oil stimulates tissue growth and reduces the buildup of dead skin cells that can delay healing. It creates a moist, sanitary environment. For those thin-skinned tears or minor gardening scratches, a dab of castor oil under a bandage can prevent the wound from drying out and scabbing badly, which reduces scarring. Number 9 is moisturizing dry lips. This is a simple one, but effective. Chronic dry lips can be a sign of dehydration or vitamin deficiency, but often it is just exposure. The fatty acids in castor oil penetrate deeper than standard wax-based chapsticks, which often just sit on top. A tiny drop before bed keeps lips hydrated all night long. Number 10 is reducing joint pain. This is perhaps the most powerful benefit for our age group. Osteoarthritis and general joint wear and tear are realities for many of us. When you rub castor oil onto a knee or a hip, that ricinoleic acid acts similarly to a topical NSAID, but natural. It penetrates the skin to reduce inflammation in the subcutaneous tissue. Many of my viewers swear by rubbing it into arthritic knuckles or sore knees before bed. It won't cure arthritis, but it can significantly take the edge off the morning stiffness. Number 11 is stimulating lymphatic drainage. We touched on this with immunity, but let's talk about it regarding swelling. If you suffer from edema, swelling in the ankles or legs, castor oil massage can be a game changer. By massaging the oil in an upward motion on your legs before bed, you encourage that fluid to move back toward the heart to be processed. It supports the venous return system, which can get sluggish as we get older. Number 12 is preventing and treating stretch, marks, and scars. While we often associate stretch marks with pregnancy, weight fluctuations in later life can cause them too. More importantly, this applies to older surgical scars. The fatty acids penetrate deep into the scar tissue, helping to break down rigid collagen fibers and making the skin more pliable and soft. So, how do we actually use this without making a mess? The most famous method is the castor oil pack. This is a staple in functional medicine. To do this, you take a piece of organic cotton or wool flannel, soak it in castor oil, not dripping, just saturated, and place it over your liver area. That's on your right side, under the rib cage. Cover it with an old towel or plastic wrap and place a hot water bottle on top. Doing this for 30 to 45 minutes before you fall asleep helps drive the oil deep into the tissues. It is incredibly relaxing and great for liver detox support. For a simpler nightly routine, for joint pain, warm a small amount in your hands and massage it deeply into the sore area for 5 minutes. The heat from your hands helps absorption. For skin, mix it. Castor oil is thick. I recommend mixing it 50-50 with a lighter carrier oil like jojoba or sweet almond oil. This makes it easier to spread on your face or body without feeling sticky. A few crucial safety tips to keep in mind. First, quality matters. You want to look for cold-pressed, hexane-free, and organic castor oil. Castor beans are heavily sprayed crops, and hexane is a harsh chemical solvent used in cheaper processing. You do not want those residues on your skin. Second, the patch test. Even natural products can cause reactions. Put a dime-sized amount on your inner arm and wait 24 hours before slathering it all over. Third, protect your sheets. Castor oil stains. Wear an old t-shirt or put a towel down if you are applying it heavily. And finally, internal use caution. As I mentioned, please consult your doctor before ingesting it, especially if you are on diuretics or heart medication, as the electrolyte shift from the laxative effect can be significant. Castor oil is not a miracle cure, but it is a deeply effective, time-tested tool that fits perfectly into a lifestyle of self-care and preservation. It's about giving your body the extra support it needs to repair itself while you rest. I hope this encourages you to give this humble oil a try tonight. If you have used castor oil, I would love to hear your experience in the comments. Did it help your joints, your skin? Let's learn from each other. Here is to waking up feeling refreshed, moving freely, and feeling comfortable in your skin. Take care and sleep well.